have so many feelings. I need to stop rooting for people because everybody who I root for gets eliminated. I'm very mad. Hello everybody and welcome back to Taste of Reality. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me, reviewing the challenge season 37, episode 2. Let me not get mad. I do like that they brought back Amber. I saw that coming. But what's with the casualties this season again? Last season, there was a lot of people who got pulled out of the game prematurely, and it looks like it's happening again. But I'm glad to see Amber. I'm ready to see how the Big Brother Alliance deals with her back in the house. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and let's get into the review. The curse of Tori has begun. Whether it's a platonic relationship or a romantic relationship, anybody who is tied to Tori tends to be a target.
My plan is to blow up his game, target him, and get him out this week.
I think taking him first is best.
That's probably where we're gonna go this week, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
The vets have a plan to come together and run the vote. And this is where the game really pisses me off. Don't get me wrong, the vets coming together, it's smart because the rookies are not smart enough to come together. There is power in numbers. What they don't understand is this is a social game. Where the vets win is not because all of them are stronger than you guys. It's not because all of them, have the best gameplay, but it's because they know if we protect each other, we'll pick you guys off like it's nothing. The rookies don't understand that you guys are the majority. Stop looking for the vets to show you how to play the game because you're expendable to them. You're expendable. Kels is the first casualty of the vets coming together, and I feel like some of the rookies were upset that he was a target, and I'm like, so why aren't you guys banding together and doing something about it? Come on, rookies. You've watched the show before. Learn how to play the game. So the daily challenge is heli heist or something like that. And the objective is one partner throws down gems from a moving helicopter to a moving car. And it's a race to the finish. The top two teams are Fessy and Esther, and Casey and Emmanuel. Now in the challenge though, before I get to the winners, Emmy is having another breakdown. And I'm like, girl, stop exposing your weaknesses.
Because I just couldn't do just this.
No, that's
everybody
fine.
did this.
You did, yo.
Everybody
What do you
did.
mean?
I had
You
to
did so
throw
good.
the eye over there.
Emmy, come here. You did perfect.
This is now 2 weeks in a row that she's proven to be a liability. Nobody's going to want to work with her. Nobody is going to want to see her in the final because if you're tied to somebody, you don't want somebody who cracks under pressure. Also, on the way to the final, you don't want somebody in there that you cannot trust. She just combusts at the smallest inconvenience. And I get it. The challenge house is stressful, but the challenge house feeds off of vulnerability, and she's not doing herself any favors. So back to the winners. Ultimately, Fessy and Esther won.
Emmanuel and Casey, you recovered 28.
And I said last week, these two are the ones to watch. The way that Esther was running, I was like, oh, she's going to be a beast. And obviously we know Fessy is a beast. Even in Ramadan, it was Ramadan, right? Oh God, I hope it's Ramadan. Even in Ramadan, oh gosh, is it Ramadan? It was not Ramadan, I'm sorry. But even in that, he's still proving to be a physical threat. And I'm like, I know he's part of the numbers, but y'all got to get him out as soon as you can because he's supposed to be depleted and he's still wiping the floor with y'all. So now that Fessy is in power, he's trying to make a deal with Kels. And if you watch Too Hot to Handle, you know Kels is not somebody to follow an agenda. He's going to do his own thing, and the house is already starting to see that.
If you came to me not from a position of strength, you don't want me to make a deal with you because I'm trying to save my skin. I don't want someone to make a deal with me because they're trying to save my skin. Because guess what? You're never going to trust that.
Kels, baby, when you get back on the show, never turn down a deal, especially one that comes from a vet like Fessy. It doesn't matter how he came to you. The fact is he came to you and you had the opportunity to get in good with someone that'll keep you at least for this vote. That's all you need. You need a lifeline to get you to the next week, and then you come up with a different game plan. Just because you make a deal now does not mean you owe him loyalty to the end of the game. And the fact that he was like, he's coming to me now out of whatever his excuse was, I was like, Kels, it doesn't matter. Do they watch the show? Do you guys watch the show? Or do you just accept the call like, oh yeah, another reality TV gig? I need you guys to know how to play the game because this is embarrassing. You know the vets are really on a united front when Devin and Josh come together to get out Kels. Even in elimination, Josh goes and does his Josh thing, which is inflating the truth, which is basically lying. And he's spreading a rumor that Kels is making deals with everybody. And Kels is like, just say you're scared of me.
Just say, look, Kels, I'm shook of you. I want to vote for you. Simple.
I'm not shook of you at all.
All I'm saying is, Jeremiah, have I made a deal with you?
No.
CT, have I made a deal with you? Garbo, have I made a deal with you?
No.
Ladies, have I made a deal with you? It's pretty obvious I've not made a deal with anyone.
I didn't think that Kels has really like shown himself. I think he just looks like a specimen, as TJ would say. But clearly, he is a very intimidating person in the house. And now that the house voted him in, it's up to Fessy to put somebody strong against them. I would have liked to see somebody like Jeremiah or even Coriel go back in, but ultimately the agency chose to put in Emmy and Ed against Tracy and Kels. And here goes Emmy again, throwing a fit.
I feel betrayed. I'm so stupid, Mr. TJ. I open my heart to everyone as I always do. I'm never fake. I always tell people what I have to say in their faces. I know I'm overreacting. I know I'm crying. I'm showing my weakness to everybody. I know this is wrong.
She's gonna have to rein it in. Rein it in, girl. Like Anissa said, harness that energy and turn it into strength and do something in the challenge. Don't let these emotions take hold of you and then you don't perform well. Girl, this is not the show for emotions. It's funny because some of the people coming from Survivor and Big Brother, like, you have a different mindset of gameplay because it's a different game. And in Survivor, throwing a fit actually sometimes comes in your favor. You know, like what she did to Michaela last week would have thrown any, suspicion for Emmy and put it on Michaela. But the problem is in the house, like the challenge, you now look like a liability. You look like somebody who can't be trusted. You look like the weakest link, the first person to be targeted. And she's just not doing herself any favors. In the challenge, essentially, it's one partner flipping the other and them collecting puzzle pieces with a magnet and then finishing the puzzle. Out the gate, Ed and Emmy have a good rhythm going, and Kels is unfortunately frustrated. He can't really support his partner. They start to catch up, but it doesn't really do anything because Ed and Emmy win.
It's the world, it's the world. Wait, put on the floor, put on the floor.
You're the best engineer in the whole world, Ed. Check.
I like Ed. I actually have no problems with Ed. It's just that I love Kels. That's the part that really breaks my heart. I'm going to stop rooting for people. I'm going to stop. I'm going to start rooting for the people who I don't want to win. And then maybe they'll go in. But yeah, next season, it's looking like we get another flare up from Emmy. Big T turns out to be a target. It's looking like. Yeah, I would like to see the rookies switch something up. Or even the vets who are newly vets, like if you've only done one season, you could really do some damage here. Come together, make an alliance, and control the vote. It doesn't matter if the agency wants you out. If you guys put who you want in the house, your chances of staying in the house longer are better. You're letting these vets run the house, which they do every year. And it's dumb. It's dumb. The producers have set you guys up so perfectly to have the numbers. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ed steals Tori. Emmy steals Devin, making Michelle and Coriel partners again. They won the last elimination, so obviously they have a target on their backs. They do seem to be in kind of good. I don't see much of them on camera, but I also don't see any hate towards them. So I feel like socially they stand good, but they've already proven themselves to be a physical threat. So it's likely we'll be seeing them in the elimination soon. So until next week, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.